I spent some time outside yesterday marveling at the perfection of summer in Seattle. Not too hot or humid, a little breeze, that morning marine layer followed by blue skies. It's pretty great. What are some of your favorite things to do on a beautiful summer day? Go for a walk. Sit out on the deck. Ditto. Ride a bike. Go to the pool. Go to the pool. Go for a hike. This is an outdoors crowd. Awesome. This is the time of year to do it in Seattle. Summer is a great time for rest and recreation. Rest is good for us humans, physically, mentally, spiritually. Did you know that regularly getting 7 to 9 hours of deep sleep can lower your blood pressure, decrease inflammation in your body, help you lose weight, increase your energy, fight off depression, and sharpen your memory? Who couldn't use a good night's rest? And as spiritual people, we recognize that rest is more than sleep. Rest is an approach to living that recognizes that we are the keepers of God's good and beautiful creation. And that creation includes ourselves, our souls and bodies. To be good stewards of creation means taking time to rejuvenate and renew our souls and bodies. When Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who are weary," he really means all of us. Not just the ones who can't tough it out till the next vacation or the next break in the action. Not just the sick and heartsick. He means all of us who are wearied by the grind of our day-to-day schedules, by the violence and degradation we see in the world around us, by illness and caregiving, by grief, by trying to live into the expectations we feel pressed upon us. Jesus offers every one of us relief, refreshment and healing, a cool drink of water. We call this rest Sabbath. Sabbath includes spiritual rest as well as physical. In Genesis, we hear that God rested after the world was created. And the 10 Commandments in Exodus, one of them is keeping the Sabbath. In the Gospels, Jesus often retreats from the crowds to rest and pray. When we keep Sabbath time, we intentionally set aside the busyness of our lives to be recreated by God. Sabbath time seems to move more slowly as we breathe deeply of God's grace. Sabbath makes time and space for us to remember, not just with our minds, but in our bodies, who we are as God's beloved. And Sabbath time makes space for us to reconsider the things we choose to give priority in our lives. For some of us, we give priority to worry, anger, dissatisfaction, competition, fear, criticism. In Sabbath, we remember our best selves, recalling them from our frantic and fractured, get-it-done world. And we focus on renewing and repairing important relationships with ourselves, with the beloved people in our lives, and with our God. Whether you meet God over coffee, on a walk, on the deck, at the pool, moving your body in exercise, being creative, or being quiet, nurturing our relationship with God is critical to our recreation. Our spirits crave time to listen to the Holy Spirit, as well as time to talk to the one who creates us, knows us, and loves us more deeply than anyone else. And prayer can lower your blood pressure. No wonder Jesus would slip away from the crowds and his disciples to pray. Sabbath can feel like one more thing to add to our never-ending list of things to do when there are more hours in the day or days in the week. But when we refuse the invitation to rest and to Sabbath, we choose to put ourselves before God. And who are we to say that the things that we allow to busy our lives are so important that we don't have time for the God who creates us, loves us, forgives us, empowers us? In today's gospel, Jesus invites us to set down our heavy burdens and share his yoke. A yoke is a wooden brace that binds together work animals so they can pull a load. 2 oxen yoked together can pull more than double the weight that a single ox can pull alone. Jesus invites us to share his yoke and his purpose, to lay down our heavy and distracting burdens and join Jesus in choosing the gospel way of humility, generosity, and welcome. When we focus ourselves on working in tandem with Jesus, we find that the yoke of Christ redistributes the weight of worldly pressures. We know all too well how wearying it is holding it all together on our own, whether we're talking about work, parenting, caregiving, health, or money concerns. Yoked with one another and with Christ in discipleship, we may still find ourselves physically exhausted, but we need not be soul weary as well. Sabbath time refocuses our perspective, opens us to find joy and peace revealed in unexpected places, and wholeness and health. We will be refreshed and renewed in our identity as God's own creation, whole and holy and blessed, ready to take up the yoke of discipleship, to build another small bit of the kingdom. What will your Sabbath practice be? Sunday is the Sabbath day. Why not start today?